But you know what? All week, we've been focusing on different ways that you really can distress yourself during the holidays. You know, it's a very busy and hectic time of the year.
It certainly is, and it seems like everything is amplified as we get closer to the end of the year. So our next guest is here to help. This is Jocelyn Herman-Saccio, and she says she has some great tips for you so you can avoid the perfection pitfalls. So great to see you again.
You too.
Where do we begin? I mean, you see us running around like this today.
I know, and it's not personal to you. This time of year kind of is a breeding ground for stress because there's so much to do, and the shopping and the gifts and the cooking, and you have so many expectations of how it should be and how people should be or how they shouldn't be. And then you're sitting at the Thanksgiving table and everything, you know, time's up, and then there you are.
Yeah.
And then those expectations and ideals are still sort of running the show. And those shoulds and shouldn'ts are a recipe for stress.
All right, well, get us started on the right track. You have three basically questions we need to be asking ourselves. What's the first one?
Yeah, the first one is to identify what is your picture perfect holiday. So everybody's got it. And what, you know, for me, it involves people wearing red for sure. There's definitely a lot of red at the table. There's glasses and lights twinkling. We don't know where the lights are coming from, but there's twinkling, you know, happening. And, you know, music in the background. Maybe it's the Nutcracker. Maybe it's, you know, some sort of Christmas carol-y or classical music. What is your picture perfect? Do you have a picture like that?
Oh, yeah. And then I try to reach it, and then that's when I get stressed.
That is exactly the point.
Right.
So
yes.
the
but
first...
we have it in our minds, but then when we're sitting there and it's not the way we envisioned it, then I get a little...
And by the way, that's not just for the holidays. Anytime you have a picture and that becomes the filter through which you're looking at a situation or listening to a situation, it's always being measured against that picture.
So what's the solution?
So the second question would be, you know, where'd that picture come from? Because ultimately, if you really look at it, you didn't invent that picture. You didn't create it. You inherited that picture from a movie or from a magazine spread or maybe a Norman Rockwell painting, you know, but it's not yours. And when you see that it's not yours, you can set it to the side and ask yourself the third most important question, which is what really matters to you? What's important to you? And that's really what we coach people at Landmark about, is what is the life that matters to you? How do you have an extraordinary life? And that is one of the most important questions, is what do you want your holidays to be about? What do you want your life to be about? But come up with a theme that's going to guide you in the holidays. So it could be appreciation, it could be love, it could be fun, it could be peace, whatever you like, whatever you want to create, you create it, and then you have it be the new filter, the compass that guides you. So when something starts to happen that might be an upsetting, stressful situation, like the turkey's not done on time, or somebody has something to say about how dry your turkey is, or whatever might be the case, you ask yourself, let's say, you know, your theme is love, you go, okay, what would I say or do right now? How would I respond if I were being true to my theme right now and not just reacting?
Because that's the thing, you know, you put this picture in your mind, it is totally opposite of what ends up happening.
Almost
and you're
always.
sobbing at the table, and you're so trying to get it together because you're trying to be perfect, you know.
Which is unrealistic.
So not, you know, so I love what you said. If we lower our expectations a little bit and find the one nugget that we love the most, whether it is love or family or whatever it is.
Whatever it is. I mean, we did the holiday this past weekend because everybody in my family is all over the place for the holidays, so we decided to schedule Thanksgiving dinner this past weekend. So our theme was love and fun, right?
Oh, I love that.
And we had that be the guiding way that we operated, and we also came up with a game to include fun. So we said, okay, say what you love the most about the person third to your left. And we just came up with this random game, or what's the funniest memory you have about the person second to your right? And we, you know, we had so much fun with it. Those are the things you're going to remember, not how perfect your table looked, not how, you know, perfect your turkey was, or if the glass didn't fall over and you didn't spill ginger ale everywhere. I mean, you know, what you're really going to remember are those moments.
Yeah, nobody's going to remember whether or not the silverware matched, but they will remember perhaps your meltdown. You know, it's those things, you know. But as you were talking, I just had an aha moment. I read a little book last night called The Perfect Present. Have you read that book?
No.
And what it means is the present right now is what's perfect. And that's all I kept thinking about as you were talking, and just be in the moment.
And that really is, you know, what we coach people in is being with life right now, exactly how it is and exactly how it isn't, without those pictures and expectations to skew your view and really cause stress and upset.
Oh gosh, three great pieces of advice.
I feel better
Gotta
already.
get that book. I love it. Thank you so much. And for even more tips to stay and have a stress-free holiday, visit our website, sonoranliving.com.